Welcome back to part 2, guys. Again, avoid the gold block with the shadow on this part, and avoid the topmost block there. Both of them lead to open area, and we don't want to end up in any sort of open area at this point in time. Gonna get the Bile Demons training. My overall ploy at this point in time is I'm going to let Bile Demons get to about level 6 and then put them to work in the workshop, and I am going to let Dragons get to level 5 or 6 and put them in the library. Warlocks are going to go in the library, and then I'll see what I can train them up to. I'm building a secondary lair here because I actually forgot at this point that I had 2 skeletons, and obviously Bile Demons and skeletons despise each other, so want to avoid any unnecessary bloodshed there. The level cap on Bile Demons in this level's 7, so once we've got all 7 of them, we can't attract any more. Warlocks, I think, are capped at 3 on this level, so they're pretty rare. You'll notice the skeletons are already at level 4, so skeletons do train pretty quickly, and at level 10 they do get lightning as well, so they become a pretty formidable foe at level 10. Alright, so that's a massive hatchery now, so that should satiate even the Bile Demons. At this point I'm contemplating throwing my dragon immediately in the library, but I'm going to hold on because I really want the dragons trained up. Level 1 dragons aren't going to do me any good at all. Level warlocks, as I said, are limited to very few, so if I have a few level 1 creatures buffeting about, it's not too bad, even if I throw them down the portal after the research is done. Okay, so we've hoovered up most of that gold over there now, and that's our first warlock. He'll go straight in there. Again, just remembering that strategy. Dragons to level 5, Bile Demons to level 6. Anything else is a bonus. Dragons train pretty fast, so that's it. But with Bile Demons and Dragons both costing around 40 to train, it's not something that I'm going to be keeping up. And our gold reserves may look good at this point, but they will plummet at a fairly substantial rate until I get that workshop going. I'm going to mine out all this gold as well, so that my imps are available for trap disposal, trap placement, etc. later on. Again, standard strategy of putting a treasury as close as you can to the gold that you're mining out. And let's get all this mined out so that we can, and then we can move on with the level.
A new spell has been researched.
Okay, there's the dragons are starting to get to level 5 now. Level 5 dragons will research very, very quickly. So, in a way, it's a good way of speeding up research as well. We've also researched workshop now, so I'm going to get it built very quickly. I made the mistake of throwing away level 1 trolls at the beginning. Mainly it's because I didn't want to overload on trolls, and there were other types of creatures that I could have attracted in their place. So I decided that I would throw trolls to begin with, and then once I'd filled out on creatures that were better in combat, like Dark Mistresses for example, I would let trolls come in. You'll notice that the gold's already fallen by about 40k.
A new room has been
And there goes
researched.
the first troll. I'm still not sure if that's the right move or not. I could have just shoved him immediately in the workshop. But we've got the barracks now, and that'll be enough to bring in orcs. Orcs are actually very good in the workshop as well, especially after they get past level 5, because when they get to level 5 they get H. This is a waste of money that I'm doing here. There's no need to build a 15 square torture chamber. I'm not going to use it. And now that research is at a point where there's not a huge amount of advantage in learning anything new, I'm getting the warlocks trained up. And there we go, the Baldium is getting to level 6, so it's time to get them shoved in the workshop. Another level 5 dragon.
A door has been manufactured.
And also a door on the training room, so I would recommend when you get down to about 40,000 gold to start thinking about closing off the training room. And now it's time to set the trap, as it were. I'm basically going to cover the only entrance to our dungeon in traps, and lead the heroes right into it, hopefully. You'll notice it's a pay down 44,000 gold, so I'm now locking the training room. Orcs are pretty useless when they're not trained up, so I'm actually dumping ones that I could probably dump the level 3 one as well, but they'll go in the workshop for now. These sort of quasi-trolls. The general idea here, I do make this mistake of putting a lava trap there. That's no point, basically. The basic idea for it is to go door, boulder trap, door, boulder trap, door, boulder trap. And that'll be enough to hold off pretty much any heroes who come anywhere near your range. The idea is to break through in a certain point that the heroes have to come down one corridor, and once that happens then you're pretty much safe from any inroads. And when we go on the attack later on, we can sell the traps and the doors, especially if they're magic doors. We can sell them for a pretty substantial profit at that point. I'm just getting rid of some spare room space here because I am going to need the money. And you'll also notice here, this is where I start really monitoring the amount of dragons I've got. I'm keeping it at 8. It will not go any higher. Dragons are expensive to maintain. Even at level 1 they require a pretty significant payday, and I'm not going to let that happen.
A trap has been manufactured.
So, with the beginnings of our trapment in place, I'll see you in part 3.